I have a simple choice. I can believe in lies or I can believe in myself. There's an either off switch in life. There's vague gray areas, many of them, but some are not gray. Some are on off switches. And we've got a big on off switch right now going on. And that is our understanding of time, and time is a resource. And in the Entrepreneur 2.0 models, which are being promoted through marketing approaches on social media, the lie of time is at the core of almost all the teachings that are wrong. When something's not true, it's not true. It's not sort of not true. It's not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of knowing and observation. Most founders, entrepreneurs, business owners, and self-employed coaches, solopreneurs, try to manage time. But time isn't a task to control because it can't be controlled. It's a creative partner that I develop a relationship with. My job is to develop a relationship with time. My job is to use time as a resource through developing a relationship with time and knowing through time and my relationship with time the power of working in cycles. There is a moment where it is no longer about opinion, and great success will come to you and anyone in the world when that is self-evident. Self-evident. It has become self-evident. That was used for another big statement. It must become self-evident, not me telling you. That doesn't mean anything. Why? Because it's just my opinion. I'm telling you from my own experience what you need to do and know. That's wrong. Never works. What do we believe now that's a lie? That someone else has the answer. That's not true. And it never has been throughout the course of human history. Self-evident understanding has always been true. Always. What are we left with in Entrepreneur 2.0? A train wreck of casualties scattered across the global economy. That's what we're left with. An army of online influencers using marketing to persuade others they have the answer so they get their passive income. And it's based on a lie, which is someone else knows the answer. Why are they doing it? Because it works. 2 years ago, I had a simple choice. I'd spent a couple of years after a lifetime of figuring out inner development, business development, entrepreneur structures, how community works, and market trends and cycles. Lifetime. And I had a choice a couple of years ago. I could pick the easy road or the hard road. I picked the hard road, which turned out to be the easy road. You will find this out if you make the same decision. It's actually the easier road. Difficulty at the beginning. Yes. They don't know what they're talking about, folks. I've been watching for years now. Started in the 1980s. They don't know what they're talking about. It's just their opinion. All of these influencers online, all of them. I'm not talking about people who are sharing their experience. I'm talking about marketers. It's a lie. And I had a choice. I knew how to do it. I almost paid Todd Brown. Almost. It was close. I had the money. And he had an all-day seminar down in Florida. And why did I pick Todd Brown? Because he's the best. He's one of Russell Brunson's coaches. And I went through all his books and I did everything he said in the books. And then I talked to his people and I was like, okay, I'm going to scope this out for a year and I'm going down to Florida and I'm done. I'm done. I'm just going to do it right. And I'm going to the top and I'm paying. I'm sick of this, figuring it out myself. I know how to do it. I need to go through more iterations. I need to do some funnel hacking. And I talked to my partner at the time in Solopreneur Inc. And he's like, don't do it. I was like, why? We got to do it. We got to go. He's like, don't do it. It's not going to work. It's bullshit. He's right. He was right. It wouldn't have worked. Would I have enrolled? Yes. Yes. I know what I'm doing. Could I have enrolled? Could I have created an attractive character persona? Do you think, knowing me, if you know me at all, I could have figured out how to do this and stuff my bank account with your money with some kind of scalable group coaching program or product from the stage of some sort that I'd created with partners all over the world of other people who are really solid? So you think I know what I'm doing as an authority and you give me money so I get my passive income. Could I have done that? I have zero doubt that I could have done that. Did I want to? No. No, I did not. I don't want to compromise for financial performance for myself anymore. I did most of my life to get my lifestyle, and I did. The whole goal of my entrepreneur experiment that started really in 2018 as I rethought how to do business in this economy as things were shifting with my sales, lead generation, and sales outsourcing company. I thought, I got to position this for what's coming next. And I did. And that led in September 2020 of drop the rope and just say, I'm out of that. I'll take passive income from it. And I'm going to invent what's next. And I did. And it was wrong. But it wasn't wrong. Difficulty at the beginning. 2 more years after 2023, late 2022, when I started realizing I got to hire and pay somebody to help me do this. Todd Brown was the choice. He's the best. You want to hire a marketer? Hire Todd Brown. Skip Russell Brunson, skip Alex Hormozy. Saves up some money, fly down to do his thing. It's the best in the market. It's all imbued with all of and he's got a heart too, unlike these other people, from what I can tell. You demonstrate heart. You don't talk about it. You construct the best product in the world. Now you got heart for the right people. He sells to marketers, persuasion marketers. He's the best at it in the world that I've seen. These other people are amateurs compared to him. There's a big difference between the top and the others because he cares. I could see it in what he does. The others, they don't care. They just want their money from you. There's always another beginner that'll pay. This has been true throughout human history too. What do I have? Entrepreneur 3.0 now. 2 years more. 2 years more. It's 2025, April 15th, 2020. You know how hard this was to do what I did? It's a joy with pain wrapped into it. I have been studying energy and martial arts without fighting for over 30 years. Water method, the real stuff. I'm Mr. Miyagi now. And what I know is what's true about that. And it is called hardness concealed and soft. That's real. Hardness concealed and soft. Took me a few more years to get to that in business. I got it, but it didn't really have it. You can't know this. You experience it and then you have it because you're there. Now you're an expert. And then the next stage is, how the hell do I explain this to anybody else? And then the recognition is you can't because it's not helpful. We've already had an Alan Watts. A couple of years ago, I'm like, what am I, the next Alan Watts? I'm going to tell everybody how this stuff works. I started doing it. And the answer was yawn. Yawn. Why? Because we already have that. We don't have what we did on the entrepreneur experience. It doesn't, it exists now. We have it. And I'm going to talk about time and the power of working in cycles today. And then I'm going to talk about what we have for you now. It's still messy. It doesn't matter. It works. I know it works because it worked for me and everybody around me. And I know it works for other people too, because we're all people. Who will it work for? Entrepreneurs with a vision that don't want to take money because they don't want to give up control of their vision. You're going to learn how to give up control and love it. That you got to learn how. You got to slow down. You got to learn how to slow down. I watch these entrepreneurs, me too. And I'm like, you are going to destroy your life and your vision, even if you succeed in the world the way you're doing it. It's Entrepreneur 2.0 methods. You don't need to do that anymore. It's not necessary. We have better ways. We'll show you, not just me. We'll show you business traction through personal acceleration. Lots of formats to do this too. Workshops, groups, and 90-day quick starts. You either pay, we make money together, or you make money with passive income and don't pay us anything. And you're supporting what we're doing. It's all ultimately selfish. It's not selfish. It's self-directed. My interest, your interest aligned. People don't know what they're talking about online. They really don't know. They talk and talk and talk and talk. Now they're using AI to talk more and amplify more. They don't know what they're doing, period. Because no one who follows anyone else has ever gotten the life they wanted. You will never get what you want following someone else's advice. They're giving you advice. They're happy to give you the advice. This is normalized as normal. It's not normal. It's nuts. I've seen it start in the 1980s, and I'm going to talk about that too. If I'm going to get what I want, if you're going to get what you want, you must do it with a group. I'm not talking about being in a community or a networking group or anything. I'm talking about being with other human beings using the energy of the group with a shared desire. You don't even have to come to meetings. It's not relevant. It's the energetics of it. It's being with other people and knowing where to go when you get stuck and what to do. That's required. I've been studying this for years. Every single version of success includes a group. Always. The myth of the lone success, it's not true. Never has been. We mythologize. Our minds mythologize. We create meaning. The meaning is not in the world. The meaning is inside us as human beings. How do we release the meaning? We come together. That's how. Very simple. Is that my opinion or belief? No. It's truth. How do I know? Because it's happened to me. That's how I know. It's the only way you can know anything. You can have observations, though, and that's useful as well. And then inner experience of something where you know, or you're just observing. Through observing, everything else is a waste of time. It doesn't even exist because it's not real. Opinions, beliefs, convictions. Here's what I think. Here's what you think. Let's debate it. It's a waste of time. Let's go. Let's go live our lives, not plan for it. And God forbid, don't follow someone else's because they sell it to you using marketing. I almost paid Todd Brown. It would have been $100,000 by the time I was done, and it would have worked. I had the money. I could have gotten the money. I had the money. I could have done it. Didn't do it. It would have been a dismal failure if I'd succeeded. That's the point. So let's talk about the power of working in cycles in Entrepreneur 3.0 using flexible founder mode, not 2.0. It's the opposite of what you're hearing online. Don't copy me. Get to know yourself. We'll help you do that. Most founders try to manage time, but time isn't a task to control. It's a creative partner. Inside the flexible founder mode approach, we use time cyclically, not in rigid blocks. but in waves of energy, intention, and recovery. Think about that for yourself. You need to know I know the answers to help you figure this out now because I spent a few years figuring it out for myself and not just for me. And then I got to figure out how to explain it and how it works for other people. That's called mastery over a domain. I've mastered this domain, but not on the other ones. We got a branding person. We got a relationship expert. We got a strategist expert. We got a legal expert, financial expert. We got all of it. I can't do all of this. You're going to need all those things. We'll point you in the right direction as you need it. But the first thing here is waves of energy, intention, and recovery. What does that mean? There's 5 different energy types. I've simplified it. You got to know your energy type. And if you don't, you're going to struggle and you're going to be in rigid block life. You're going to end up like Alex Hormozy. Tons of money, confused. Sorry, Alex. It's just true. Don't know you? I know what you're doing, though. And if you're doing it, that's your legacy you're leaving. Doesn't matter what your intention is. I would never sell you my company. Never. Because then you can tell me what to do. And then you're imposing your approach on me. No, thank you. Waves of energy, intention, and recovery. What's intention? I got the energy card now. Now I'm connected to my energy. We'll show you how to do that and what energy type you are. And then intention is, what do I want? Who decides that? Tom Bilyeu? Russell Brunson? Tony Robbins? No, you do. The answer is you set your intention. Do they understand this, these people? I can't tell. It doesn't matter. It's an economy. It's an economic model that works for them. That's why they're doing it. They have an intent, which is to get you to buy their stuff. Do I want to succeed? Of course I do. It's different. My intent is to live my own life. That's why I'm doing this. So I have freedom to explore. Right now it's martial arts. I bought a book on Northern China, Tiger Method. I'm like, Black Tiger Method. I can't wait. I'm working on making a fist a different way. Like that. Curve this. Who do I relate to online? Tim Ferriss. That guy. Like, hey, Tim, you're awesome. Is he as popular on Facebook as some of these other people? No. Because it's real. This is not about, and recovery. Energy, intention, what do I want? What's my vision? I put it on a board right there. Am I manifesting this board through going, woo, and my sock on? No. I know what it is. Will it manifest itself? Yes. Do I have to go manifest? No. You do it automatically. You don't have to learn how to manifest anything. You got to learn what your vision is. Where does your vision come from? From you. You have to get quiet enough to know your intention. What is recovery? My vision is created when I sleep, in the downtime. That's working in cycles. I do it every day, and I have now for years. Your cycle approach will be different than mine and everyone in our groups. We all have our own way of doing this, but we're doing the same thing. Recovery is key. When do the muscles grow? Brian said this morning. He was talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who uses these methods we're talking about? That's how he did it. He didn't copy anybody. He figured out how life works. And he won. How did he do it? Recovery. And then he'd go to other people and say, you're looking a little puny today. Got in their head. What did they do? They created puny. What did he do? He created victory. That's how it works. This isn't about doing less. It's about doing what matters most. When you're most available to do it well. When am I most available to do it well? When it's time. How do I know when it's time? My body tells me. And the group helps me get connected into those decisions. It's hard to do it by yourself. I have gone my own way for years without a mentor. without a trainer, without a guide, without a sage, without a pathway, my own. I figured it out. That's me. Not everyone can do that. I think Arnold did with bodybuilding, pioneered it a new way. I've done this with entrepreneurship. It's a destiny for me. Do I want to do it? No, I really don't. I don't care about business at all. I want to learn stuff. That's it. Did Tim Ferriss care about the 4-hour work week and figuring all that stuff out? Sure, so he could go do what he wanted. But it's not a passive income play taking money for you so I can go have my life. That's bullshit. Have you noticed? If you haven't noticed, I can't convince you. If you noticed, you're a good fit for what we're doing. If you're on the fence, maybe it's a little early for you. Get off the fence or come and we'll help you get off the fence, but I can't convince you of anything and I won't try. None of us will. It's about you doing what matters most to you when you're most available to do it well. What is going on with Entrepreneur 2.0 right now? Burnout. Burnout. I watch these founders and entrepreneurs and myself from my own experience when I used to live that way. You burn out when you try to sustain linear momentum. That is not how life works. That is a belief system that's been around since probably the 50s, if not. Now, all these things have always existed. So we have our limited time horizon based on how much history we know. I know a lot of history. So I'm not just thinking in terms of the United States history or Western history. I'm thinking of the whole thing because I've been studying it since I was like 10. But it doesn't matter. You don't have to understand it. Just know how it works, the principles. Sustaining linear momentum doesn't work. Creative traction comes from knowing your rhythm and aligning with it again and again. That's practice. That's craftsmanship. What are you craft of? Yourself. I am the craft of my inner experience. The most important thing in life is my own inner experience. The quality of my consciousness is the only important thing that leads towards getting the life that I want and getting everything that I've always wanted. That is true. The quality of my inner experience leads to an outer life. That's what Arnold was doing. That's what they've all done. Anybody who has succeeded on their own terms does it that way because that is how this works. I'm going to give you 5 things you can do now. Discover how to work in sprints, not slogs, based on natural energy patterns. You must discover your own natural energy pattern. I don't have an answer for you. Do not believe them when they say, here's how to be productive. That's how they are productive. And then it's packaged to sell through simplicity. Now it's like, here's how to use AI to be more productive. Don't buy that. It's not going to work for you. Shift from time management doesn't work to energy orchestration. Learning how to use your calendar is a good idea. Learning time management, not a good idea because you don't understand your energy yet. So you're forcing yourself into someone else's idea of time management. Those tools and tips and tricks are useful when you have energy orchestrated. Then it's like, okay, I got to put on my calendar. You know how long it takes to learn that? We can show you in 5 minutes. That stuff's easy. It's packaged into these really complicated programs, productivity programs. None of that is necessary. What is necessary is learning energy orchestration. We have 12 rooms and we'll have many more. We do have many more, but to make this simple, we have 6 traction rooms to build momentum without rushing or forcing. We're going to help you slow down and we're going to make it simple so you don't have to learn anything. You don't need to learn anything. You already have the answers inside. When you learn how to take the breath, the answers are in the breath. The answers are in the body, not the social media marketplace. In people's courses, private masterminds or programs. There's no answers there. The answers are in your body. We have 6 business traction rooms. So as you get answers, you can go, you can sprint. You want sprints and then you stop and you recover. Why? Because your decision, your intent, and your energetic alignment in your natural energy pattern is programming your subconscious mind to give you what you've told it to give you. That's how that system works. You don't have to trick it. It does it automatically. You don't have to learn how it works. You don't have to do all these confusing things. You just have to allow yourself to be in an energy cycle. That's it. The way you do it. None of this stuff is as complicated as it's being sold. That's what sells. Will it tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see. I think things are changing. Use the 6 personal acceleration rooms to get deeper into what you truly desire. My room is not a business traction room, although you will get business traction. My room that I run, More Money Now room, is a personal acceleration room. So you can find your heart, your mind, your purpose, your intent, all this stuff I'm talking about from a business standpoint. And the other personal acceleration rooms are designed to help you accelerate personally, simply, without a bunch of courses and bullshit. Anything that's not necessary needs to be removed. What do marketers do? The opposite. Reclaim space in your calendar for creativity, clarity, and actual progress. I work in sprints. I can do more than an hour than I used to do in a month. I slowed down time. That's possible. We can show you how to do that for yourself. Slowing down time. That's where I started with this whole thing. What did I title this? The topic for the month is the power of having resources. That's what I'm talking about. Banner, time is a resource, the power of working in cycles. This is a lie in the market, managing time. You don't need to manage it. It just exists. You need to slow it down. That is possible. You get AI with AI and my ability to work in cycles, knowing how my energy works. I can do more than in an hour than I could have done before in months. My days are different because I figured this out. This is the secret to consistent traction without, and this is the key to this, without sacrificing your health, relationships, or joy. Are you willing to follow these people up the mountain, giving them passive income while you sacrifice your health, relationships, or joy, which is what they did to get all that money so they don't have to work? Is that what you want to do? You want to spend your life funding their dream? You want to be an entrepreneur and build this incredible thing, and at the end have sacrificed your health, your relationships, and your joy. I refused to live like that, but then I lived like that for years. I refused to live like that, and then I did it because I believed the lie that you have to live that way. That's Entrepreneur 2.0. Join us live and learn how to create a time system that works for you, not against you. There's not a person in the world that can't get everything they've always wanted. But there's certain rules, and none of them exist in the society. There are people on social media who really do know what they're talking about. They're few and far between, but they're emerging every day. These are not my answers. I'm riding the wave of change into Entrepreneur 3.0. I'm naming it Entrepreneur 3.0, and the approach, experience sharing, the economy, the experience sharing economy, as opposed to the creator economy or the social media economy. The creator economy assumes you want to create. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to create your life, not content. It depends. And the social media economy is just ridiculous because we don't own it. The social media companies own the social media economy. You're just part of their product. This is confusing to people because I'm not saying don't use their systems. I'm saying it's not a social media economy. That stuff's going to go away at some point, like Sears did and Blockbuster and Kmart. Someday, Macy's, it's going to go away because it's nonsense. But what is true is you connect with other people. Have we ever had a moment in history where you could globally connect with anybody like this? Never. Why is things accelerating so fast in a great way? Because of that. Is it going to be this way? Is tomorrow going to be like today? Why would anyone assume evolution is not going to happen or continue to happen? Are you going to evolve and ride the wave of change, or are you going to stay in this old world, focusing on what I started thinking of as popularity founder mode? So the idea is, I believe this back in 2018, I saw it and I'm like, oh, if I could just get popular enough and get a following, I'll monetize that following and I can create scalable systems and then I'll have passive income for myself. Do you actually think that's going to work for you? And if you do, you are not ready for what we've got. And if you know that won't work for you, you are ready for what we've got.